Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NM Watch, and I'm back with another initial review of another San Martin. Right, so you guys have been, if you guys have been following my channel for the past 1 year or 2 years, you might notice that I have got a lot of San Martins to review, and yeah, that is because I've got connection or a special connection with the seller of San Martin on AliExpress. So they give me a good discount, but still, this review is not going to be biased. I'm going to be saying whatever I'm going to say because I paid for all these watches, right? So anyway, so let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my Baltany W10 homage watch, right? So an awesome piece, quite a thick watch though, so 14 millimeters in thickness, and diameter just 36 millimeters. But check that out, guys, it doesn't really look that small at all, right? So let's get into the box itself. So you guys have seen this box so many times already. We've got this bezel looking thing lit up top, and we have this caseback looking thing at the bottom of the box, and we have a San Martin logo, right? So let's crack on let's see what is inside this San Martin cylinder, right? So we've got ourselves a bronze watch, right? So okay, so I've obviously taken it off the plastic and everything, and I've confirmed the watch and before I do the review, because I don't really want to have a not so good surprise, right? So we've got ourselves a San Martin official store card. We have the usual user manual, which I'm not gonna be reading, and we've got ourselves a 2 years warranty, so that is good, right? So we've got ourselves spring bar tools, and of course a screwdriver, which we're not gonna be using because that watch is using a leather strap, right? So okay, so this is my first ever bronze watch, guys, so I'm kind of interested to live and see how a bronze watch performs during my daily use of it. And yeah, so that is why I can't really help but I really have to open it out and see how awesome or how bad is it going after a few months or a few years, right? So this is not the condition that I've got it, right? So when I've got it, it was a bit red goldish right? So when I peel off the sticker, when I put my fingers on the watch case, it immediately loses some of its color. So it looked like this initially, but after that it looks like that. So it's kind of, it kind of oxidized and make it look a bit brighter. So I was kind of shocked initially. I was like, after reading it, I was like, okay, so no issue there. So this is maybe what it is supposed to do, right? So on the listing it says that the material is bronze. I think the bronze material is CUSN8, I think. So I will of course dig a bit more during the full review, but yeah, let's do a quick dimension check, right? So this is on the listing is supposed to have a 39 millimeters in diameter. So yep, 39 millimeters in diameter, a lug to lug of 49, right? So bang on 49, and a thickness of just about 12.5 millimeters, and a lug width of about 20 millimeters. Definitely a strap monster, and a crown size of 6.5 millimeters. So very nice sets of specifications here, right? So it also mentioned that it has sapphire crystal. Of course, this is San Martin. Who are you kidding with, right? So that is definitely a sapphire crystal there. And also we need to check the weight here, right? So because bronze watches are generally a bit heavier compared to your normal stainless steel case, right? So let's see, it is on this leather strap, it is about 84.5, let's call it 85 grams. So still very doable, very usable, right? So they come in this model number is SN0030-Q2. I have no idea what the Q2 stands for. Of course they come with this B dial and also an A dial, right? So I have already owned an A dial pilot watch before from this dive, and I've since sold it, and after that I only have one Pilot watch, so I was like, what should I go for next? And I saw this listing on AliExpress, and yeah, I think, you know what, I should get that B dial, right? And boy, am I glad that I did got the B dial, because you know what, when you have an A dial, it looks like a bit too simple, especially when you go for the stereo dial, so there's no branding whatsoever, right? So B dial for me looks much better, because it kinds of fill in the real estate that the dial has. So in this case, this dial has a black matte finish dial, and we have all of those printing, right? So our printing in the middle, minute printing on the other side of this minute printings on the other side of the dial, and of course we have this arrow on the 12 o'clock. And did I forgot to mention that this is a C3 Super Luminova, so we should check that out later on. Of course, the Lume check is going to be awesome, because they feel the Lume, you know, right? So I'm not really sure whether I can get it through, but it looks like a 3D printing on this guy, so it looks like it, because they put the Lume so damn much. I swear I could see it some kind. So it looks like it was 3D printed, but it is not. But yeah, they put a ton of Lume on this particular dial, which for me as a Lume junkie, I can't help to have much more Lume on my watches, right? So hands, right? So hands, we have your usual typical hour hand, and also minute hands here. Let's just hack the movements, right? So so we have these. Let's do the 10-10, right? So we have that beautifully big hour hands there, minute hands there, and unfortunately this white second hands does not have any Lume, right? So yeah, I I think you should just, you know what, even if you put Lume on this one, so it's going to be a bit it's not going to be strong enough, right? So like I mentioned, I never mentioned it, so this crown is 6.5 millimeters in diameter, and it hacks, right? So this one is using a YN55A movement from Seiko Epson Group, so it is of course a date movement, so that is why we have a ghost position, right? So one click out, so I can feel the date wheel turn in there. So they didn't really bother to take out the date wheel, but the outermost position hacks the movement, so that is very cool, right? So case bezel, yeah, we have this you know, just a simple chamfered and straight bezel here up top, so there's no need for any you know, extra finishing, and the side also is brushed, so yeah, very nice and simple. So there is a bit of sharpness here, but no, when you wear it, it's not gonna be you know, hurting you whatsoever. But yeah, still, if you are to use this as a, if you want to use this as a weapon, yeah, maybe you could. Anyway, so the crown, right? So the crown is of course in bronze, and we have that beautiful San Martin hexagon logo, and the crown too looks like it is stainless steel, yeah. So yeah, very nice. So just screw that back in. So there's a little bit of wobble there, but nothing really alarming, so that is good. And the crown size is very nice, very easy to grip and use, right? So at the back, of course, we have a sterile stainless steel Caseback, so with no specifications whatsoever. Of course, this one is featuring a screw down crown, and we've got ourselves this, I don't know, guys. So when I feel it, I don't think that this is a real leather. So yeah, I have to ask this seller again whether this is real leather or not. It doesn't feel like it, but it is a good quality, but not that great, right? So it somehow feels plasticky, right? So we have quick release pins here, beautiful stitching done on all of this side, and we have this, what do you call this, an extra stitchings here, so that it looks like a certain Pilot watch, you know, from a bigger brand, right? So yep, again, similar stitching and fixed keepers here, and one movable keeper here. And the good thing about this particular watch is that it has this bronze buckle as well, so this thing ages as well as the watch case. So but this part, this buckle, I think because we touch it more, so that is why it is much more darker, right? So on the package, they also sent with these two piece of, I think this one is a bronze polisher thingy. You know, let's just see how does this thing work, right? So let's just put it there. What should we do? This one is much more coarse, this one is much more smoother. So let's see which area that we should polish, right? Okay. Oh, check that out, guys. Oh, now I know how to use this thing. All right, so that is cool, right? So you can see that the material, it looks a bit more what do you call this, rose goldish. So you can just polish it like so. That okay, that's cool. Kind of making it looks a bit more brighter, I think. So yeah, you can just rub through the whole surface here to take out all this patina thingy. All right, this is cool. I you know what, I'm never apologize me if you apologize if you I'm doing something like you know. So it's kind of exciting because this is my first ever bronze watch, so that is why I have no idea what the heck are this thing and how it would patina. So yeah, this is kind of cool, right? So yeah, that's very handy, guys. So thank you very much, San Martin. All right, so what else? So you know what, other than the biggest attraction for me is basically now owning a bronze watch. So now I have one, so I'm technically very excited to see how this thing is going to look in a few more months or a few more years. So look forward to have for me to do a full or a maybe a year review, something like that. So yeah, maybe I should just don't use this and see how this thing turns into, right? So let's do the most important part, which is the Lume, right? So check the Lume, right? So 3, 2, 1, and boom, you have got yourself a firework. Check that out, guys. Oh my god, San Martin really know to do this Lume. You know what, I'm kind of regretting my decision not getting this bezel much earlier, because check that out, guys. So there's no, you can't say that this dial is not a legible dial, right? So yeah, that's totally crazy. All right, so this is my initial review of the San Martin SN00. Oh come on, I can't really remember the name, the model name. 0030-Q2. So an awesome bronze pilot's watch from San Martin that doesn't really get any attention yet from watch reviewers, or even from maybe watch fans all around the world. So I think you should, because for a price of about $150, I think this is one of the value for money that is you know what, San Martin produce high quality watches, so you can't beat that among all other AliExpress brands. So they do produce a great quality watches. So why is this model not getting much more attention? So you know, I tend to, you know, pick out all those those not so popular model and try to highlight them, right? So what do you guys think of this particular piece? So do let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye. Oh yeah, I did forgot something. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, I didn't put it on my wrist. I'm so sorry. Right, so Baltany, yep. So let's see how it looks, right? So I have a 6.75 inch wrist, so I am on the 4th hole. So if I put it on the 3rd hole, it's going to be a bit too tight. So but still, see there. So when I put it, hear it. Yeah, that kind of sounds like a plastic, right, guys? So yeah, anyway, so if you guys have bigger wrist than mine, so good luck with that. So you maybe about 7 inches, people with 7-inch wrists can still use this particular strap, but if you guys have bigger wrist than mine, then 7.5, yeah, maybe you should go for another strap. So this is how it looks on my skinny wrist. Yeah, 49 millimeters in from lug to lug is not really that, it is a bit long, but still for a pilot watch I don't really mind it. But yeah, cool option in my opinion, right? So now this video can end.